All right, so what is the most common thing you hear about Aquarius? I'm going to give you a second to think about it. Don't worry, I'll wait. Think about what is the most common thing that people say about Aquarius. There's a couple of them, but there's certain ones that come up in like the top three every time. So you think about it, and I'll tell you. Do 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 do. Okay, can't wait that long. They say that Aquarius, and this is in the zodiac. This is when you meet people on the street. People say, in general, Aquarius are weird, right? Weird, strange, eccentric, whatever, unusual, whatever word you want to use to say weird, right? A lot of people say this. So I'm sitting here like, you know what? Are Aquarius really that weird? Is that really true? So I started to think about it, right? And I'm like, what do we really do that's all that weird? So I went to the comment section and I'm like, look, guys, what's the weirdest thing to you about Aquarius? What's a really strange or unusual thing, or something that people tell you is unusual? Because I don't think any of us really that unusual. It's nothing new under the sun, okay? So I'm like, what is this? All right. So the comment section has chimed in. They had some pretty interesting things to talk about as far as Aquarius, and if we are really weird, or if the other 11 signs is just picking on us again, because you all know they like to do that. So let's get started. My name is QueenAusetHeru, and thank you for joining me for another wonderful edition of Ask an Aquarius. If you haven't already, please hit the red subscribe button and smack the bell. Also, if you like this video, please give it a thumbs up and pass it on to everybody that you know. And I mean everybody, anybody who would be interested in this topic. Give it to all of them, okay? Especially those that be, calling us weird. Please drop us a positive comment in the comment section. Tell me, if you didn't get a chance to get on this video, what do you think is the weirdest thing about Aquarius? I'm dying to hear you guys in the comment section as well. So if you want to get a reading done, I am a card shark and I love to give readings. So email me or hit me up on social media and I'll be glad to give you a reading. Likewise, I hang out on social media sometimes, so if you want to chat, please follow me. Please check out my Patreon, because I do drop a lot of stuff on Patreon well in advance that you might want to check out as well. I often do a lot of magical stuff on Patreon. Patreon is my favorite place to drop like spells and stuff like that. Fun things, or things that can help you with your family or in your home, or prosperity, things like that. All right, so I think that's everything. So it is some more stuff underneath this video. So check that out and let's get started. All right, so let's check this out, okay? So I'm going to do mine first because mine is right here, literally. So let me do mine first, okay? The thing about Aquarius that is the strangest, or that I am told is the strangest, constantly, especially from Libras, which gets on my nerves, but we ain't even going to go there, is that it's strange that we collect weird things. A lot of Aquarius collect weird things like toys, for example. Check out. I have always, let me fix the mic. I have always collected toys. Some of you guys already know this. Some of you have watched my unboxings recently where I unbox new toys that I've got. But I have always collected toys. The Squishmallows, the one I just showed you, that's Deidre. That's Chanel, and that's Shelly, and they're Squishmallows. Now, a lot of you probably know what those are because a lot of adults collect these. These are very popular. But I collect Cabbage Patch Kids. Some of y'all have seen my Cabbage Patch Kids. I collect all kinds. I got Rainbow High. I got Magic Mixie's Big Swings. I got Barbies. I got Harry Potter merch. I have all kinds of toys because I love photographing and I'm into toy photography. Some of you guys know that from Instagram. So I'm into photographing them and making them look real and putting them in real world situations and little funny things. I love making little funny memes and cartoons and stuff like that. And I mostly use toys for them. So a lot of people say that is a strange thing about Aquarius, that we collect. A lot of Aquarius collect, maybe not toys, but collect things. It could be toys. I also collect crystals and novelty pocketbooks. I have a lot of those too. Some of you have seen those collections, you know. So it is true. A lot of Aquarius do. Oh, and check out this. This came with one of my dolls. So a lot of us collect, and it's cool because it has lip gloss in it, and that cute, you know. So a lot of us collect little cute things, toy things, and some people, it could be comic books, it could be Jordans. I've seen Aquarius that collect hats from different countries or different cities. I've seen Aquarius who collect shot glasses. And it's not just Aquarius. Obviously, anybody can collect, and there are a lot of different types of collectors in this world. But I've just noticed that a lot of Aquarius collect. I also have a collection of oracle cards and tarot decks, you know, and I've just noticed this a lot with Aquarius. A lot of us collect things. So some people think that's weird. Some people think it's very weird, the kinds of things that we collect, or that we collect at all. So that's the first one that I hear all the time. Now we're going to go to the comment section and hear what you guys have heard. All right. I'm using my tablet, and I'm telling y'all right now that I just got this tablet. It was a gift from a subscriber, my girl LD, and I'm still not using it. So bear with me, okay? All right, so let's get into, to the next one. All right, so this is Brittany Lynn Talks, and she's going to tell us what she thinks is weird about Aquarius. Brittany Lynn says, I have noticed that the Aquarius I am talking to will look at my stories on Instagram, get distracted, stop, and then return later and keep viewing them. Just something cute and funny. Getting distracted, yeah, because we're air signs. We're like, if I'm thinking about something, especially like if I'm talking to people or talking about something, my brain can go off on all kinds of different avenues, you know? So if I'm looking at somebody's picture or looking at their stories on Instagram or something that they said, it is very likely I'm going to get distracted and like go to a different app. I might be looking at somebody's stuff on the gram, then get a notification from Facebook, go look at Facebook, you know, come back to the gram like an hour later, you know? So it's very common for an air sign to get distracted like that. So she thinks it's unusual how we start, stop, and get distracted. A lot of people think that. I've heard that before too. The next one is from Pure Organic Clove 6627. I absolutely love toys. Yeah, she's in the club. If there's a room of adults discussing something like politics, oh God, and some kids playing with toys, I'm playing with the kids. Especially if it's like a game system, you know, I don't really like, I'm not the kind of person that's around kids. I'm not a kid person. I'm really not. I have one kid and she's 30. That's it, you know, but kids always have a tendency to gravitate towards me. So if they're playing like video games, I will sit and watch them play. I don't know how to play, so I will sit and watch them play. I like stuff like that. And I always notice, like I said, that children gravitate towards me. So I always end up like reading to them or doing something, you know? So yeah, I can see that as well. This one is from an Aquarius. When I don't talk about my feelings, I play music. That best describes my feelings. My friends say I communicate musically. A lot of people think it's strange that we do that, and we do that. I'm telling you, if an Aquarius sends you a song, okay, listen to the lyrics of that song very carefully because there is definitely a meaning in why they sent you that particular song. And we don't always say that. We won't always send you a song and say, here, this is how I feel about you, or here, take a listen to this. Sometimes we just send the song. And you got to be like, didn't we just have this situation last week? Yeah, you did. And that's the Aquarius' way of telling you how they feel about it, even though they might not have said how they felt about it. Very common. And people do think they're strange because most people just talk about how they feel. But Aquarius don't always have that ability. Some of us do, some of us don't. And I can talk about how I feel, and I still communicate musically. If I am going through feelings or emotions and you look at the songs I'm playing that day, you can pretty much tell what I'm thinking about. What I'm musing about. Definitely. All right, now we got another one from that girl Belle. As a fellow Aquarius, I'm strange in the sense I like people but don't like to be in large crowds or like to be approached when I'm out in grocery or regular stores. And when people insist on doing it, I always zone out soon as they start talking. It's like I'm in another world for a few minutes. I cannot tell you what they said, besides when I snap back and say, nice seeing you. Thank you, and you have a good one too. Only happens when I'm minding my own business. Suddenly, people always want to talk to me, even people I have never met. This is so true. It's really creepy. Sometimes. Anyone else experience these kinds of things in public? Happy Saturday, and your pillow is so cute. My snuggle pillow is a literal poo emoji. Laugh out loud. My fiance got it for me like 10 years ago. Laugh out loud. So another Aquarius that has some toys. That's what's up. First of all, and most importantly, she said the top part about liking people but not liking to be in crowds. Aquarius are known for being people, what they say, Aquarius are people persons who don't like people. We care about humanity, we really do, and we do a lot of things to help humanity, but we really, like she said, when we out and about, we really want to just mind our business, get our stuff, and go home. Aquarius is a very to ourself kind of sign, so I 100% agree with that. My business. And then she said, has anybody else experienced this? People always talk to me. I'm trying to tell you, people always talk to me, but I just go with it. If they're friendly and I don't feel no strange vibes off of them, I'll go with it, you know? It happens all the time. It literally happens all the time. People, children, you know, the only thing I don't mess with is animals. I'm not keen on animals, seriously. I watch too many videos where animals, you know, do turn on you. I'm good on animals, you know. People can turn on you too, actually, but I seem to be a little bit better at figuring out when that's actually going to happen, at least sometimes. So yeah, that makes perfect sense to me. And what about you guys in the comment section? Do you guys have people walk up to you, perfect strangers, and just start telling you their life story? This happens a lot to Aquarius. And it happens a lot to empaths too. The next one is Stephanie Castillo Alvarez, 2682. I remember when our daughter was 1, she used to love scribbling and drawing on her Aquarius dad's bedroom wall. I told him I'll paint it, and he said no, leave it, he wants to keep it. She's almost 5, and he sleeps right beside her scribbles. It warms my heart every day. I go into his room to see if he still has all her art on his wall, surrounded by photos of me and his daughter. We that odd Leo Aquarius couple who sleep in separate rooms. I hear that though. I bet you a lot of people sleep in separate rooms. Shout out in the comment section if you sleep in a separate room from your significant other. Between different countries, okay, and we live like a pair of teenagers, both having our own lives. I actually moved next door to him. It's amazing when I've had enough to go back to Europe for a few months, then return. Sometimes I take our child, sometimes she stays with him. I think we have the best life unique to us. So I like that part because Aquarius are very sentimental. And people think, oh, Aquarius don't feel anything. But this is one of those times, like I said, we feel very deeply. You just don't always know that. So he's sleeping next to the baby scribbles. You know what I'm saying? And that shows where his heart is. You know, that shows where his feelings are. All right. This one came from the Black Erica Kane. I hear that. The way their friends are first boyfriend family, but not in a bad way. And my aunt, an Aquarius, personally talked to me in her baby voice as to not upset me. And that was up until last year. I'm 49 years old. And last, but there's too many things, but if they give you a key to their house, you must be special. That's true. Rest in heaven, my aunt's best friends. Aww. Yeah, friends are seriously Aquarius's first love. We're closer to our friends in a lot of cases than we are even our family members. Seriously. Our friends are our first love. Our children, our friends, those are the two, you know. Everybody else comes down the road, but them two, 100%. She talked to her into a baby face until she's 49. I get it. I get it. And a key to my house, oh, say. If I give somebody a key to my home, I'm not giving anybody a key to my home. No, in my lifetime, there's been very few people who've had a key to my home. A key to my personal sanctuary? That's a lot. That's a lot. The next one is Ray Dean Van Reen Neen 5069. My friend's Aquarius too. She loves collecting. Okay, now this is what her friend collects. Glassware of glass ornament, anything glass she loves. And I love how weird that is. See, I told you people always think our collections are weird. And I'm like, is it really weird that she has glass? Is that really weird for real? Because to me, that's not weird. I'm just like, oh, okay, nice collection. You know, to me, it doesn't mean anything. But that's hysterical because people agree with this. So this must be a thing. Now, the next one is 696BSA. I would say only thing that is weird is that people think Aquarius have no feelings, when that is farthest from the truth. They are the ones with the most, but try to hide it, even from themselves. Great observation. That's 100% true. And that is weird. People do think it's weird when we don't emotionally respond, at least not in their face. You know, we wear a poker face. Something could happen, something could blow up, and and Aquarius could be like, Inside, we could be twisting and turning though, but you won't know that. So people 100% think that's weird. And people do things sometimes to get a reaction out of Aquarius, and then they're upset that they didn't get a reaction at all. That happens a lot. Jazzy Boo. Jazzy Boo's 100 said, I weirdly read eccentric as esoteric. Interesting. I think a lot of Aquarius are spiritual. To what degree, it depends. But I do believe a lot of y'all have a powerful intuition. Yeah, and people think that's weird too. They do. And I agree with you 100% on everything you said, because maybe it is weird. Maybe that is weird. I might have to give y'all that one, because if I'm sitting in a cafe and my friend says something about my significant other or about my mother or something like that, for example, and I, hadn't told them about it, for example. I'll give you that one. Aquarius have a tendency to know things that we haven't been told. So to people, that's weird. It's intuitive to us, but it's weird to other people, you see? So I can kind of get that. I'm going to have to give people that. Our intuition can be kind of creepy, especially when we say something that is prophetic or something that you didn't want anybody else to know, So I can give you that. That is kind of creepy. All right, so that was my last one. That was my last one. So these are the things that the comment section said about what is weird about Aquarius. So you guys tell me yours in the comment section here so we can continue the discussion. And let me know, what do you think? I don't think any of these are creepy, except for the intuitive one can be kind of weird. The other ones to me are kind of basic human stuff, because I know a lot of other signs that do some of these things. We might be more out there with it, but it just seems normal to me. So you let me know. All right, our first positive comment came from Shelly Baggage, 5853. Hi, Shelly. Shelly said, I love strawberry shortcake and Miss Piggy. Oh my God. Like, yes. Yes. I have a strawberry shortcake doll over there. It's a vintage one when she had the big ass hat. Love it, you know? And Miss Piggy was my girl. Miss Piggy, I think, was abusive, but we didn't know that. We didn't know about mental health back then, but I do think Miss Piggy was abusive. But I still love her. I had a crush. That was my crush. Seriously. I love Miss Piggy. Rebel Sweet 5720. All right, let's see. Amazing. I picked card number 3 and it was spot on. On Sunday, my grandmother passed away, and it brings its obstacles dealing with the grief, yes, and certain family members. Thank you, Queen. I am so sorry about your grandmother. May she rest in peace. My grandmother died when I was a little kid, 1984. And I miss her every day. So my heart goes out to you. And I had a friend die recently, so I know how painful it is when certain people die, you know? I don't think we ever get over it. I really don't. I think we learn to accept that we have no choice but to live without them. And I think that's really the best we can do, right? So may she rest in peace, and I hope that Archangel Azrael gives soothing and comfort to your family during this terrible time, because I know that must be very heart-wrenching. So she's talking about a pick a card spread that I did. So if you're not used to readings, or if you've never gotten a reading before, or if you get them all the time, when I post the pick a card ones, check them out, because those are for everybody. You can just sit and pick your card and get a message, you know, and they're always something like inspiring or encouraging, you know, thought-provoking, nothing scary. I don't put nothing weird on there, you know. It's always something like, you know, something that can help you, basically. That's what Aquarius do. We try to help. Even when people don't think so. We're actually trying to help. All right, guys, that's it. So you come back soon, because I got a tablet full of more things to tell you. More things to say. See you later.